Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Dallas Daily Show, coming at you from the Neighborhood Loan Studio here in St. Louis, Missouri. I actually have one more sign, one more billboard to tell you about in today's episode. So we weren't quite done with last week's theme. Today's episode is You Just Missed Us. Let's go ahead and get into the conversation. So on last week's episode, we kind of did a little mini series here of signs and billboards, signs everywhere, the signs, because stuff is coming at us all the time that we can see, that we can read. And if we're paying attention for the insight, remember, insight is one of our 4 I's within our winning game plan. If we're looking for the insights, we can learn a lot of stuff just by driving in our car. And so last week we covered quite a few of them. Some of them were more inspiring than others. I listened to one episode. My wife had it playing in the background. And I think it was Tuesday's episode. Taylor, I know you don't have your mic today, everybody. She's dealing with a little bit of a sinus infection and head cold. So I'm not going to force her to be like, what are we going to talk about now? So I'm not going to force her to do that today. She is laughing at me now, and I think she's annoyed at me. But Taylor, I was listening to last Tuesday's episode, and I was all over the map on that one. It was the Lane Ends at Eager Road episode, and I was giving you all directions on where to find this sign if you're in the St. Louis area. It was too much. But today I want to talk about one more billboard I totally forgot to bring up in last week's series. Driving through central Missouri, I promise not to give you too many directions on exit number 2023. I'm not going to do that. Driving through central Missouri, you know how every now and again, if you're like on a cross-country drive or a long drive on the interstate, you'll see several billboards for the same restaurant. It might be, hey, in 20 miles, get ready for this. Hey, 10 miles away, hey, the next exit, and you'll see 3 or 4 of these things. This was like that. This was a antique shop, I think it was, in the in central Missouri between St. Louis and Kansas City. And it's got all the exit signs going up, up, up. You're 3 miles away. You're 1 exit away. This exit now. And there's all these pointers toward the exit sign. And then half a mile after the exit, there was a billboard that said, "You just missed us. Turn around at the next exit and go back." And I found that very fascinating that they had paid for. I have no idea what these billboards cost. I'm sure when you buy 20 of them along Highway 70, I'm sure you get them for a pretty decent price. But this one was after the exit. You just missed us. And as I was driving past it, I actually began to think to myself, boy, how often do we see signs like that? How often do we see signs that make us feel guilty? That was the ultimate goal. Like, hey, you just missed us. There's no way you could have missed us beforehand because we gave you 30 opportunities to find the exit that you want. But afterward, you should feel guilty. Turn around at the next exit and come back to us. Granted, that was for just retail and probably tchotchkes. Yes, that's right. You come to this podcast to hear words like tchotchke on a regular basis, or Cerberus. I could bring up Cerberus again for those of you who missed those couple of episodes. Cerberus? Cerberus. Sometimes Dallas learns how to talk on this microphone. But this is a place you had no reason to feel guilty about these tchotchkes. Nonetheless, they wanted you to know you missed the opportunity. And it's kind of meant to give you a little bit of a, I missed the opportunity. Yeah, we should turn around and go back. And I wonder in our own lives how often we do that. How often we actually say to ourselves, boy, I missed the opportunity. Dang it. I should feel bad about that. Do I need to turn around and go back? What do we do to get back that moment? Right? What do we do to get back that environment? What do we do to get back the thing that we have been told we missed? And sometimes, personally in our own lives, I know we can beat ourselves up about that. We've talked about this before on the pod as well. The should have, the could have, if only I would have, right? The if only I could have done this, if only I should have done that, if only I had met this person, if only I had taken advantage of that opportunity. And I think that we live too often with way too much regret. Regret is a surefire way to stay stuck in past you, in the old beliefs, the old cycles, the old triggers, the old behaviors. You know, on this podcast, my friend, I'm going to constantly be pointing you toward the future version of you. And I'm going to keep saying to you over and over and over again, there is a brighter future ahead. You have not missed the exit. You have not missed your opportunity. Sure, opportunities may go by. But I remember for a really long time when I was growing up, and part of my depression was this idea that I missed the one thing. Oh man, that was my chance. That was my breakthrough. That was my moment. Period. Singular. But as I've grown and as I've expanded and as I've learned, there's so many possibilities. There's so many opportunities. There's so many moments. And if you stay stuck in the regret and the pain of the past, it is a surefire way to miss more moments in the future. So my encouragement to you today is simply this. Let go of the feeling that you've missed the moment. That's it. Let go of the feeling that you've missed the moment. And if you want a positive play call for the day, then you can write down on your positive play call cards that, yes, you can get them at the website, but you can write down on your positive play call card or write it down in your journal or wherever you keep your notes, or take a note in your phone and just say, I have so many more amazing moments in front of me. Because when you start thinking that way, there's so many more amazing moments, so many more amazing opportunities, so many more amazing things still yet to come as you journey toward this future version of you. That, my friend, is empowering. And that, my friend, builds your expectation. And it actually builds, when you start thinking of the moment and the moment and the moments in front of you, you actually start building way more momentum as you journey toward future you. That's all I got for you today. That's all I've got for you today, my friends. Go out there, be inspired, be excited. Think about the upcoming moments, not the billboard you just missed. And more than anything, have a championship day.
Thanks for listening to my dad's podcast. For more tools, go to dallasdailyshow.com. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.